Next, very simple, the neck, the cervical vertebra. We're going to demonstrate, does compression occur going backwards the same for everybody? Does compression occur going forward the same for everybody? You would think a very simple movement like that would be the same for everybody, but even in a very simple movement, due to the different anatomical proportions and bony constructions that cannot be changed, you'll see that it's not the case. If I'm normal, which I'm probably not, I drop my head back and you can almost see I go back pretty far. Mikey, perfectly healthy, young, strong young guy, drops his head back, that's it. Now if it were tension that were holding him back, where would he feel it? Somewhere here in the front. His windpipe would be stretched and his voice would be strained, his muscles here would be contracted. But if you ask him and you touch him and you palpate him gently, you go like, look, he's just tight back here where my hand is. Due to the shape of the bones in his cervical vertebra, he just compresses here before his head gets as close as someone else might. But when he goes forward, perfect elongation. The only reason Mikey can't go any more forward than this is because of compression in the front. He can't drive his chin through his sternum any more than that. If his chin wasn't touching his sternum, you might say, well, maybe there's tension here. So again, if you say that I'm normal, I'm probably not. I drop my head back, it's about like that. Alex drops his head back, and it's about the same. Much different. Both of us are very different than Mikey was. Now we come up. I'm sort of a normal guy. I can bring my chin to my chest. Mikey could bring his chin to his chest. Alex can't bring his chin to his chest. Now, just looking at him, we wouldn't know. Is it because he's too tight back here? That would be a tensile problem. Or is there something deep in his cervical vertebra, the vertebra of his neck, where that's as far forward as he can bend? Well, I go like this, and he'd have to tell me where he feels the strain. And if he'd been doing yoga for a while, a year or two or whatever, and didn't have some catastrophic car accident that he hadn't told me about, pretty much everyone is going to stretch out these ligaments and muscles enough to put their chin to their chest in a year or two, barring, accident or illness or something. So when Alex comes down, he goes like, I'd ask him, Alex, have you ever been able to put your chin to your chest? And he goes like, not in memory that I ever thought about it. So assuming he's done enough yoga, assuming that's the case, that it's not a tensile thing back here, if I aggressively try to push his chin to his chest to make him look like me, or make him look like Mikey, or make him look like anybody else, because I think somehow this is wrong, I'm going to hurt him. And if he thinks he has to go down to get his chin to his chest to make him look like everyone else, he's going to hurt himself or become frustrated. Because all of our bones are different. And Alex can't bring his chin to his chest for the same reason that Mikey couldn't bring his head all the way back. It was not a tensile problem, it was a compressive problem. Amy brings her chin to her chest, no problem. Most of us think everyone can do this, but we just saw with Alex, that isn't always the case. Nor can all of us do it with the same facility as someone else. Now how about bending backwards? That was, about to here was Mikey, perfectly healthy, perfectly normal. That was his point of compression. Here was Alex and I, about here, maybe slightly like that. This is Amy. Now is she hyper or are we hypo? It's just an arbitrary standard. It's an arbitrary thing to pick. Oh, let's just flip a coin and pick the middle. It's like she's perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. Mikey, in his range of motion, was perfectly normal, perfectly healthy for his bones. Alex in his range, me in my range, all of us, all four of us, are finding compression in this direction and compression in that direction. And that's just the way it is.